seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
Smart basketball. Be patient. Don't force anything. Let the game come to you.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Cleveland, Allen is out there with Paul George. Then it's Wilkins. And it's LeBron James. And it's Shaq. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Irving throws it down.
Oh, that pass was right on the money. He'll get a well-deserved high five for that one.
Cavaliers trailing. James kicks to Wilkins. Robinson with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Curry's checked in for Magic Johnson. George against Bryant. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Allen. George has got the game tied up here for the Cavs. Warriors shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And it's Bryant in the corner. Back to Curry. Launches it. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know our old friend Steve Kerr was new to coaching when he took the reins of the Warriors, but he'd mentored under the greats. He said that Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich both had an almost scary amount of presence. As for Steve, he said, "I'm very laid back. I believe in the calm presence of a coach more so than the ranting and raving and screaming and yelling." I guess that's what he says to the referees anyway, guys.
Cool under pressure, but D.A., he's as competitive as they come. Thank you. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Kobe. And one calls for Irving. And how teams are able to work together is the greatest key to success. Doris, you appreciate that? In your eyes, as a player, as a former coach, what makes a good teammate?
I think probably the most important thing is you see a guy who is as excited for their teammates' success as they are for their own, right? It's not just a fist pump or a dap up when they score. It's when the guy next to him scores.
And that's what you enjoyed playing point guard.
Oh, I love it. Listen, for a point guard, it's as good to get an assist as it is to get a bucket.
Interesting. Here's Curry. The Cavaliers making the shot.
They were right there on him, guys. When you take away space from a shooter, it can rattle and force a miss like they did there.
Wilkins passes to James. Allen outside. From outside the arc. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his fourth assist in this one. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And, you know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
You know, he may have identified something specific that he needs to adjust. It'll be interesting to see what he draws up.
Some changes for Golden State. Mullen comes in for Irving. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Steph Curry. And then for Cleveland, Garnett comes in for George. And Michael Jordan subbed in for Wilkins. Pippen can't hit.
Looked like it might drop for him, and you know, that has to frustrate him just a bit. That's one of his favorite spots on the floor.
Allen for three. Here's O'Neal. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Now it's a 6-point Cleveland lead. On the wing, Mullen. And it's Shaq with the rebound. Shaq's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Jordan. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Pippen.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. The Cavaliers shooting their third free throw shot of the game. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now the dish to Worthy. And Worthy throws it down.
And he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish just there. Pure power.
We could feel that one all the way over here. And so it's Cleveland with it. The Warriors making the shot. Jordan kicks to Allen. Garnett up top. Releases from deep LeBron. O'Neal. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 5 assists in the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
It's worthy missing.
All the credit goes to the defense, preventing a terrific finisher like that from throwing it down.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Cleveland shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
First free throw is good. Bird, he's checked in for Shaq. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The shot's good from Mullen.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside. And
here is Jordan. Following the 3 from Chris Mullen. Jordan dishes to Allen. The rebound by Mullen.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
I'll tell you, just his mere presence inside, his instincts for altering shots, exceptional.
Drills the three-pointer.
You know, after not scoring a single point in the first quarter, they're still feeding him, and he's showing his appreciation.
Here's James. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. To the middle. And it's Bird with the jam.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, I mean, his unselfish play becomes contagious. He inspires them to play true team basketball.
And it's Robinson with the jam.
And if that doesn't get too fired up, guys, nothing will.
Right, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself, he converted in a big way.
Jordan with the bucket.
A little relish, a little extra to that finish, the double clutch before laying it in.
Warriors trailed by 7. On the wing, Mullen. Pass to Robinson. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Brook, and so he draws the foul on the shot. Now trip to the line to shoot 2. Doris, of course, you played point guard. You know all about that position. You know all about the game. We're seeing a renaissance, in fact, at that point guard position right now in the NBA. But just for the moment, if you will, talk about the mentality of playing point guard.
Well, I think the most important aspect of this is you are the caretaker of your team, and caretaker implies many things. First and foremost, you've got to be intimately familiar with every position on the floor. You've got to understand your job and then the jobs of everybody else. And then, as importantly, it's your responsibility to make everybody feel good. So if your power forward hasn't touched the ball in 6 or 7 trips and he's a main scorer, you find that. The position forces you to take a broad perspective of the game. And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Allen's shot is off.
Always surprised when he misses that kind of look, whether the defense is on him or not.
Pippen kicks to Westbrook. It's Pippen on the wing. James covering. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that way. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Wilkins is checked in. Jordan the pass to Allen. Bird kicks to Garnett. Stolen by Pippen. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Robinson outside for Pippen. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Pippen's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Timeout is called. First in the game for the Cavaliers.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
There's 1:54 left in the first half.
Foul number 2, and with so much time left in the second, he really needs to guard against picking up a third.
There's a minute 47 left to play here in the second quarter. Now here's Allen. 7 points in the game. Jordan dishes to Wilkins. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. .133 left to play in the first half. 2 points. That one goes.
They continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
In Westbrook, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That simply is not good enough. That low post defense isn't getting the job done. Not when the ball's in his hands.
Jordan kicks to Wilkins. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Cavaliers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That free throw good from Wilkins.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Warriors trail by 4. Dishes it to Mullen. Outside Worthy. Looking for Mullen. He gets it there. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
He looked frustrated, and by every measure he should be. That's a shot you have to bury.
And stolen by Worthy. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And Jordan sends it back. Pippen kicks it over to Worthy. Kicks it out to Mullen. Pippen against Wilkins. A second chance effort. Pippen, no luck. Cleveland leading by 4.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Yeah, they can make this the last possession of the quarter if they're smart about it. He hasn't gotten many to go this quarter, but he's still trying to find that consistency.
That's the 3 fly, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. Here's Worthy. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Cavaliers lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. 1 half completed. Let's break it down. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better team. Not by very much, however. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to the offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.